everybody, my name is Eric Hopkins, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're finding me for the very first time, or you are a returning viewer and have not yet done so, please click the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. And I've got some movie news for you guys that dropped over the weekend here, so let's get into some of the news articles that dropped. And the first one comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter. South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone signed $900 million Viacom CBS deal, which includes 14 movies planned for Paramount Plus. That's unheard of. Yes, we're getting 14 South Park films. MTV Entertainment Studios has linked South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone to a new deal that will run through 2027, including 14 new movies made exclusively for Paramount Plus. 2 every year, beginning this year in 2021. So this year alone, we're going to be getting another season of South Park, presumably season 24, because the last time we saw them was season 23, the year before the pandemic. And last year, all we got was some pandemic specials and things like that. But this year, we're going to get season 24, sounds like, and 2 of the 14 movies here on Paramount Plus. It will also see the flagship South Park series renewed through season 30 on Comedy Central. It's not going to be on Paramount Plus, so don't worry about that. You can still watch South Park on Comedy Central. 2022 will see the show launch its 25th season. The deal is worth $900 million. So on top of all the money Trey Parker and Matt Stone have already made, they're about to make another $1 billion. That is incredible. According to entertainment chief Chris McCarthy, the company is also working with Parker and Stone on new original content, franchising marquee content like South Park, and developing new IP with tremendous talent like Matt and Trey is at the heart of our strategy to continue growing Paramount. Paramount Plus, that is, McCarthy said in a statement. The news broke Tuesday morning as Viacom CBS released its second quarter earnings report. The new films will premiere exclusively on Paramount Plus, a move that may vex some fans because the entire Comedy Central show's library is on HBO Max. Yeah, that's kind of odd to me because all their earlier previous seasons are on HBO Max. The new movies appear to be a way to get South Park programming on Viacom CBS's own streaming service after cutting the HBO Max deal in 2019. A source tells The Hollywood Reporter that Parker and Stone think of the 2 initial films as one big story broken into halves. So that makes some sense as we're getting both this season, or this year. For the most part, the long-running cartoon created by Parker and Stone has been on hiatus due to the pandemic, but the duo did manage to create a pair of hour-long specials during that time. South Park Studios has been closed for more than a year, so it stands to reason the upcoming films, like the hour-long specials, were produced remotely from the crew's homes. Comedy Central has been our home for 25 years, and we're really happy that they've made a commitment to us for the next 75 years, said Parker and Stone in a statement. When we come to Viacom CBS with a different way to produce the show during the pandemic, Chris McCarthy, Nina Diaz, and Keys Hill, Edgar, and Tanya Giles were immediately supportive and enabled us to try something new that turned out to be really well received. We can't wait to get back to doing traditional South Park episodes, but now we can also try out new formats. It's great to have partners who will always take a chance with us. The pair also recently made headlines when they announced they were trying to buy Casa Bonita, the Lakewood, Colorado restaurant that was featured on their show in a classic episode. We're absolutely going to try and buy it, Parker said. We are going to do everything we can. We want to make it right and make it amazing. So that's interesting. Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita, da, 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 da. That was a great episode from South Park, by the way. If you've not seen it, definitely go check it out. South Park has got a ton of episodes over these years that have just been absolute classics. Some of them not so much. Some of them has kind of been duds here and there, maybe not some that hit as well. But South Park is a great show to just take our current climate, our current, news and everything that's going on in the world. And I'm sure they've got a ton of content from 2020 and 2021 alone. And even though we've not really got a whole lot of South Park in the last couple years due to the pandemic, we've got a lot of content that they could definitely play off of to give us great episodes going down the line. And think about this. They're going to be renewed now through season 30, which means despite all the shows we've already gotten from them and the one film, this deal also includes more video games, as well as in total between now and the time this deal is done, 70 episodes and 14 movies, 2 a year beginning this year. So we've still got at least 70 episodes and 14 movies. Who knows how long those are going to be? They could be hour long or something like that. But this one here in 2021, at least it sounds like it's been broken into 2 halves. Maybe a to be continued or a cliffhanger at the end of the first one. And we'll get to see the resolutions. So I can't wait to see some of this. And I know their video games are very much acclaimed. And of course, everybody loves the fractured butthole and the stick of truth and things like that. So I need to get caught up on some of those and play those games. I've heard both those games are absolutely hilarious. So I can't wait to see all this. I'm a big South Park fan ever since I was in high school, which is a long time ago at this point. 21 years since I graduated, and they came out about 4 years or so before I graduated. So yeah, they've been on the air a long time, and we only get about 10 episodes a season. But I went back and looked at some of their Wikipedia episodes and things like that. I think their longest season was 18 episodes. I always thought they had like 24 or something like that, but apparently the seasons have always been kind of short. But I think the shortest up till about 5-6 years ago was about 14, and now they do about 10 a year. So if you take 10 a year times 7 more years here or whatnot, season wise, we're definitely going to be getting a lot more South Park here in the future, and I can't wait for that. So yeah, especially those movies. If it's anything like the South Park movie where they did all that stuff with the musical and all that stuff, I think it'll be absolutely great, and I cannot wait for that. All right, so let's move on to our next topic here, and it of course comes to us from the Wrap here, and that is of course that Star Wars: The Bad Batch, speaking of renewals, has been renewed for season 2 on Disney Plus. Disney Plus has renewed Lucasfilm animation series Star Wars: The Bad Batch for season 2, which will stream in 2022. The entire Lucasfilm animation team and I would like to thank Disney Plus and our fans for the opportunity to continue telling the story of The Bad Batch. Amazing executive producer Dave Filoni said in a statement on Thursday. He is the future of Star Wars, in my opinion. The animated series has followed the story of Clone Force 99, a group of 5 enhanced clones more capable than an army as they navigate the galaxy after the Clone Wars have ended. The group is comprised of Hunter, Echo, Tech, Wrecker, and Crosshair, seen here with Omega, who each possess an incredible skill largely connected to their names. Hunter is a skilled fighter, Echo is a cyborg that can interface with the team's ship, Tech is naturally the tech guy, Wrecker likes to destroy things, and Crosshair strikes from a distance and has even kind of been a little bit on the evil side this season. And clearly fans have come to love this motley crew. The first season of The Bad Batch also gave fans a glimpse into the future of Fennec Shan Ming-Na Wen before she returns in the Mandalorian spinoff The Book of Boba Fett this December, alongside Tamara Morrison as the title character Boba Fett himself as well. And without going into any spoilers from season 1 here, because they've got their season finale coming up this Friday. I've seen the first half of the season finale last week, and of course, now we've got the first season finale coming up this Friday. So I'll probably be doing a season 1 total review for the channel, probably coming up next Monday, so keep an eye out for that. I would do episodes, reviews, but there are certain ones that kind of feel like fillers here and there. So sometimes when it comes to seasons, I like to do all my reviews after the season is over. So I'll probably be doing that sometime next week. I think this series, while it's not as intriguing as the Clone Wars or Rebels right away, some people tend to forget the Clone Wars also took a season or two to kind of get its legs underneath them a little bit here. And the animation style is definitely up the Clone Wars alley. This is more Clone Wars than Rebels when it comes to the animation. And I think what they're doing with these characters is very intriguing. I like how they're, kind of diving into the Empire a little bit, kind of what they did with the clones after episode 3 and how the Stormtroopers came along. Many people don't realize that Stormtroopers are not clones. The way if you've only seen the movies, you would think the clones turned into the Stormtroopers. That's not the case. You got to watch some of these other TV shows and animated series to kind of get an idea of what happened to the clones and how the Empire kind of recruited Stormtroopers and things like that to run their day-to-day activities in the Empire. So it's a very intriguing story that they're trying to tell. I want to learn more about these characters. At first, when these characters came out in the Clone Wars, I wasn't sold on them. I was kind of like, all right, this is kind of a cool Motley Crue A-Team type of thing. But the more I'm starting to learn about these characters, the more I want to learn more. And I hope that we'll get many seasons to come. Hopefully, at least 4 or 5. I think Rebels only had 4, so I can maybe see this being on the lower end of that spectrum. Maybe not getting 7 or 8 seasons, kind of like the Clone Wars had. But 3 or 4 seasons would be a lot of fun here for the Bad Batch. So I'm hoping we'll get some more of that. And season 2 being confirmed, that's nothing but good news as well. So I can't wait to see what Star Wars has. I'm a big fan of Lucasfilm and Star Wars in general, outside of maybe some of the prequel stuff, or not prequel, but the sequel stuff that they did. I'm a big fan of the prequels. A lot of people hated it first as well. So maybe people will come around on the sequels at some point also. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I can't wait to see more of Star Wars animation and, of course, what they're doing on Disney Plus with The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and all the like. So looking forward to that. All right, let's move on to the final topic topic of this video here, and this, of course, comes to us from the Direct. Yeah, it looks like MCU Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds shares a promising update on Marvel Studios' R-rated production. Marvel Studios is currently deep in the process of filming and producing dozens of new entries for Phase 4 of the MCU, despite there being a handful of entries that remain without production timeline. Including in that bunch is Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool 3, which is the first formerly Fox-owned property to officially join the MCU. Demand is continually growing to see the Merc with a Mouth take his rightful place alongside Earth's mightiest heroes. After 2 critically and financially successful solo movies with Fox, Disney is even planning to keep this next outing R-rated to make sure Wade Wilson's story is told the right way, allowing for F-bombs and gratuitous violence to help enhance the adventure. The threequel has already brought aboard a writing team to develop the movie with Ryan Reynolds, although there is no time frame for when Deadpool 3 will film or release. That looks to be changing, though, to some degree, thanks to a new interview from the movie's star actor. Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds spoke to Collider during the press rounds for his new movie Free Guy about when Deadpool 3 is expected to begin filming. When asked about the chances of filming next year, Ryan Reynolds was hesitant at first to, quote, assign a percentage to that, although he confirmed that the team is actively developing it right now. The MCU newcomer then admitted exactly that there's a 70% chance of that timeline. He said, quote, the percentage chance, I don't know. I couldn't assign a percentage to that. I'd say it's 50-50 maybe, but we're really actively developing it and getting it into pretty good shape. What the hell month is it? It's August? Oh, next year probably. Pretty damn good. I'd say about 70%. Ryan Reynolds also gave an update on the writing process, revealing that he's working with the writers on it and said it's been great, praising the movie's writing team of Wendy Molyneux and Lizzie Molyneux, I think that's how you say their name, for beginning incredibly talented and so smart. That Wade Wilson actor said that the process has been a lot of fun. So I'm glad that they've got writers on this movie, and of course we're going to be getting another Deadpool movie that will probably be involved with the MCU and won't be just set up. It could be set apart, but from the sounds of things, it's going to be R-rated according to Disney, which is interesting. First of all, that Disney's going to go R-rated with this film, and of course it's going to be set in the MCU, which of course, you know, if we're going to be getting into the multiverse and alternate timelines, we could just rip Wade Wilson right out and just pluck him and put him into the sacred timeline of the MCU. And of course, that could be very, very fun to have him interact with, you know, play with the idea that the fact that he is now owned by the House of Mouse, by Disney himself and Mickey Mouse himself. So it could be a lot of fun to make references to the fact of the buyout that Disney had of 20th Century Fox. And of course, it'll be a lot of fun to have him interact with the Avengers characters and all sorts of things like that. We already got this clip here that came online of Deadpool and Korg, you know, reacting to the new Free Guy trailer. So it's, again, very meta, the fact that he's like, all right, you know, I wanted to get another character in here from the MCU, but Korg is the only one I could get because everybody else was busy on Disney Plus shows. So it was a lot of fun, little tongue-in-cheek reference there to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I can't wait to see Deadpool come over to the MCU officially and have his third outing here. And of course, it could be a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll get to be seeing him more in little videos like that, plus as cameos in the MCU before he gets his full-fledged out movie for himself. But the real question here is, guys, what do you guys think about the fact that South Park has been renewed? And on top of the renewal through season 30, we're also going to be getting 14 South Park movies on Paramount Plus. What are your thoughts on the Bad Batch and its renewal for season 2? And of course, what are your thoughts on the fact that Deadpool 3 could be shooting in 2022, possibly for a 2023 release date? Please comment down below. Let me know. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. And until my next video, guys, take care.